Breaking news here on NFL Live today. Calvin Ridley suspended for betting on games. Let's get Adam Schefter in here with all the latest. Adam, what do we know?
Laura, there are not many players in NFL history that have ever been suspended for a full and entire year the way that the NFL has just done with Calvin Ridley, the Falcons' standout wide receiver this afternoon. But he has been suspended at least 1 year. He is eligible to apply for reinstatement February 15th, 2023. So he cannot even begin to apply for reinstatement for another year, at which point the NFL will consider allowing him back into the National Football League. And what the NFL determined was that Ridley placed illegal parlay bets, 3, 5, and 8-team bets on the Atlanta Falcons, no less, a team he played for. The league determined that there was no inside information, no knowledge from coaches, but while he was on leave to deal with his mental health issues, he placed the bets on his cell phone while he was in Florida. Now think about the ramifications. Here's somebody that battled through an awful lot last year. He now will be out of football in 2022. He will not collect his $11.1 million base salary. He will be eligible, if he's reinstated, to collect it in 2023. Then he would become a free agent if he's reinstated in 2024. So everything got pushed back. So Calvin Ridley tweeted this afternoon after the news came out that basically he doesn't have a gambling problem, that this was a $1,500 bet that he placed on 3, 5, and 8-team parlays. Well, if we look at it, that $1,500 bet was one of the worst bets in history. It's going to cost him $11.1 million this season. It's going to delay his free agency another year. It's going to leave him and his reputation tarnished. It's going to essentially affect and impact the future money that he earns. So this was obviously a horrendous situation on top of the difficult situation that he already was dealing with in what is yet really a rare situation that we're seeing unfold. And anytime the NFL suspends a player for betting, it's still shocking, particularly in a day and age where gambling has become so intertwined with the sport.
Right. There's a huge differentiation there, to your point, Adam. And just another piece of context. This is only the second time this has happened with a player in the NFL in the last 40 years. It is almost unheard of. It's very shocking and also really sad. I just think as you hear all of the details here, more from Adam is coming. Dan, I want to go to you here because it is something that is discussed, right, amongst NFL teams. It's known that players should not be betting. We know all the reasons why and the conflicts of interest and the sanity of the game, the sanctity of the game, I should say. So what is said, though, to young players coming in, telling them not to do this?
Well, it's not just young players. I mean, I don't care if it's in your first year or your 15th year in the league. You sit down every preseason and they go on very long meetings and dissertations about the things that you're not allowed to do and what you are and aren't allowed to do. Roddy, I'll be honest with you. I might be alone on this one. So he bet $1,500. You can't do it. It is very clear you cannot do this. He bet $1,500. Idle time is the devil's playground. He bet $1,500 on his team to win a couple games. The team that he was away from. My guess is that Calvin Ridley became bored and he bet $1,500. I think that there should be a suspension to happen. I think a year-long suspension for betting $1,500 on the team that you used to play for to win is very aggressive. I think he will be reinstated and have an NFL career if he can fix and get control of some of the things that he has dealt with off the field.
Right.
I just want to be honest. If I was the player, I'm going, if he bet against the Falcons, that's a different conversation in my opinion. You can't do it. I'm all about black and white and integrity, and this is the things you can and cannot do. But that is a severe penalty for $1,500 of gambling on a team that he played for to win, in my opinion.
Dan, I feel myself, I guess, going in the same direction as you, as I've kind of processed this news. Like, Calvin Ridley made an extraordinarily stupid mistake here. And, what we're saying is not to exonerate him from some extremely bad decision-making. But right now, it's hard not to look at this suspension, rather, next to significantly lesser suspensions for violent crimes. I don't know. I don't mean to speak out of turn, and I understand the need for the sanctity of the game, and I understand why he's being punished. But, we do tend to look at these things all together, and I feel bad for him. And again, I'm not exonerating him. This was a very, 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 very bad decision. But I agree with you that this does feel pretty aggressive.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.